Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's discussion panel, Voices of Calm, How Dominicans Handle Anger. We are from the Group S that consists in two panelists, Ezra and Angie, and I, Victor, as the moderator. So let's begin. Anger management, which refers to the strategies that individuals use to recognize and control their emotional responses, is especially relevant in societies where stress, traffic, and daily pressures can easily trigger frustration. The Dominican Republic, which is the country we're focusing on today, people have unique ways of dealing with anger that are shaped by culture, family, traditions, and even humor. To start, I would like to invite Angie, who is a panelist that has studied emotional regulation and who has a personal observations about how Dominicans handle their anger. Angie, how would you define anger management and what patterns have you noticed amongst Dominicans?
Thank you, Victor. For me, anger management involves recognizing when emotions are running high and applying techniques to calm down before reactions. This is an essential skill for maintaining healthy relationships. In the Dominican Republic, anger management reflects personality and environment. Some use humor to ease tensions, while others express their emotions by raising their voice without the intention of causing conflict. Frequent social interaction in Dominican communities allows anger to be management through conversation with friends, family, or neighbors, highlighting the importance of social support. Growing up in large families teach people to negotiation and compromise. Developing patience and resilience can help maintain emotional balance in adulthood. Thank you.
Thank you, Angie, for that perspective, which highlights both the emotional and the social dimensions of this topic. You mentioned humor and conversation, which are definitely part of the Dominican culture. Now, let's hear from Etzar, who is a panelist that has done research on cultural behaviors and who has personal perspective on anger in the Dominican context. So, Etzar, how do you see Dominicans managing anger?
Thanks, Victor. I say that anger management, which is the ability to channel frustration into constructive actions, is something that Dominicans practice in very unique ways. While in some countries people might rely on professional therapy, many Dominicans use cultural outlets that have been passed down through generations. One thing that stands out to me is the use of music, which is an art form that plays a central role in Dominican life. When someone feels angry, they might put on a bachata or merengue or dembow, which are rhythms that allow people to dance, sing, and release negative energy. This practice, which combines culture with emotional expression, shows how deeply connected emotion with and music are. Another strategy is religious faith, which offers many Dominicans a sense of peace when they feel overwhelmed. I've even met people who, instead of flashing out, choose to pray or attend church, which provide them with a community that supports emotional healing. I will also add that sports are another outlet that many Dominicans rely on, especially baseball and basketball, which are games that bring people together and which create a space where energy can be redirected. A person who might normally explode in anger may instead release that energy by playing a competitive match, which not only improves physical health but also strengthens social bonds that prevent isolation.
Thank you, Edsar. What you've said connects well to what Said Angie mentioned earlier. Both of you have described cultural practices like humor, music, and prayer that reflect the Dominican way of handling anger. At the same time, you pointed out challenges that show why education and awareness about anger management are necessary. To wrap up, I would like to emphasize that anger management, which is the discipline of understanding, expressing, and regulating anger, is not just about avoiding conflict. It's about building emotional intelligence, which strengthens relationships, improves mental health, and fosters a society where respect and empathy can flourish. Thank you to our panelists, Andy and Etzer, who shared insights that help us see how Dominicans manage anger in both traditional and modern ways. And thank you to our audience, who is always eager to learn about topics that matter in the daily life. Thank you so much. Bye bye.